Okay, come to the point. So, monocytes, these are all biggest of all the white blood cells. These contains large kidney shaped nucleus. They adopt on monocytes, attack on bacteria and kill them. Even they eliminate the dead bacteria, dead cells and other foreign materials. Okay, everybody stop your chartings. Listen here. Okay. So why it was disconnected, I don't know, and again it was connected. Listen here. Okay, so monocytes even eliminate dead bacteria, dead cells, and other foreign materials. Along with lymphocytes, monocytes also play a major role in development of immunity. Next, monocytes number is increased during blood cancer. Leukemia. So the number of lymphocytes, the number of monocytes are increased in the blood cancer, that is leukemia. When the when monocytes number is increased in our body, that is leads to blood cancer. Medicinal term, leukemia, blood cancer. So the monocytes also called internal scavengers. Internal scavengers. Monocytes are also called internal scavengers. Okay, so that is the next. Next. Blood platelets. These are also called thrombocytes. Okay, so blood platelets also called thrombocytes. These are involved in the clotting of the blood. Clotting of blood, or coagulation of blood. Coagulation of blood. Clotting or coagulation of blood. Clotting or coagulation of blood. So the blood platelets shape. Generally, these are oval in shape. Oval or circular or biconvex. Biconvex in shape. They don't have well-developed nucleus, but they contains cytoplasm. They don't have nucleus, but they contains cytoplasm. That is the shape. Next, functions. Functions of blood platelets. Generally, the blood platelets are formed from the cell fragments. Blood platelets are formed from the cell fragments. Those cell fragments are called megakaryocytes. So megakaryocytes are the specialized fragments present in the long bone marrow. So blood platelets are cell fragments produced from the megakaryocytes. Megakaryocytes are specialized cells in the long bone marrow. In the long bone marrow, so the cell fragments, those cell fragments are called megakaryocytes. Those megakaryocytes produce number of blood platelets. Next here, 1 cubic millimeter of blood contains 1,50,000 to 3,50,000 platelets. 1 cubic millimeter, nearer to 1 liter. 1 cubic millimeter means nearer to 1 liter. 1 liter of blood contains 1,50,000 to 3,50,000 red blood cells. Platelets. Okay, 1,50,000 to 3,50,000 platelets are present in 1 liter of blood. So these are mainly involved in the clotting of the blood. So whenever any wound or blood vessels are ruptured, at that time, at that place, all the platelets are collects. All the platelets collects at the site and stops the blood bleeding. Stop the blood bleeding. So where the injury occurred, at that particular place, all the platelets are collects and forms a black color plug. See, if suddenly here any rupture happened, a little bit, sometimes a little 1 or 2 seconds or 3 seconds or 1 minute, blood bleeds. After some time, here a black color clot is formed, plug is formed. A black color plug is formed. The black color plug is formed. So that is okay. So where the injury or wound occurs, at that particular place, all the platelets are collected and forms a black color plug. So this plug releases various kinds of chemical substances. Chemical substances. These chemical substances are involved in coagulation of blood. That particular wound repair and that wound healing. In all these aspects, that plug helps. Okay, where the injury or blood vessels are ruptured, where the blood vessels are ruptured, at that particular place, all the platelets are collected and forms a black color plug. It releases the chemical substances. Those chemical substances are involved in cell repair, blood clotting, and that particular wound cure. Healing means curing process. Okay, so if this plug is, if the platelets are not formed at that site, at that wound, they will face clotting disorders. In meanwhile, they will lose excess amount of blood. Okay, so in the development of blood platelets, vitamin K play a major role in our regular diet. So if vitamin K diet, if you will take automatically in our regular diet, K vitamin will be there. So that K vitamin play a major role in the development of blood platelets in our. So the main function of the blood platelets are blood clotting, that particular wound repair, and that particular wound healing. Okay, that's it. So this is the explanation about white blood cells. With this, total white blood cells topic is finished. Next, blood groups and their importance. See here, blood from one person to another person can be administered. Blood from one person to another person can be administered if the blood groups of both the peoples are a match. Listen here. From my body, if I will transfer blood to the chemist, if our both members' blood group is the same, then if I will donate my blood to the chemist, if chemist blood group and my blood group, if both are same, then both members' blood group is matched. Agglutination. Agglutination means clot. Does not take place. Blood of one person is transferred to another person if both the members blood group is matched. In such cases, clot or clump or agglutination does not happen. You might have seen blood being given to accident victims, accident patients, or before the surgery or after the surgery. Generally, we might have seen. You might have heard, you might have also heard appeals for the donation of a particular type of a blood group and save the life of the patients. When the people can donate the blood, if both the members of the blood group is same, in such cases only blood donation can be done. Administered blood of one person to another person through vein is called blood transfusion. Blood transfusion. Okay, administering blood from one person to another person through the vein is called blood transfusion. Administering means giving. From my body to chemistry's body, how we give blood through vein. This process is called blood transfusion. So generally in the hospital, you might have seen blood being given to the accident victims, or before the surgery or after the surgery. You might have also heard appeals for the donation of a particular type of a blood group and save the life of the peoples. Commonly, you might have heard in news or newspaper and television. At that moment, both the members' blood group should be matched. Then only blood can be donated. If the blood group is not matched, then if they will donate blood also, that kind of donation will lead to harmful effects. So in 1900, Karl Landsteiner, in 1900, Karl Landsteiner, he belongs to the Australian country. Karl Landsteiner in 1900 discovered different types of blood groups. First of all, before finalizing the blood groups, he collected blood samples of different members. See, so blood samples from different members collected. So from 4 members, he collected blood samples. So the 4 members blood groups are mixed with each other, like this way, mixed with each other. He collected blood samples of different members and mixed with each other randomly without knowing their blood groups. What happens? So the blood is interacted with each other and clump. Clump means clot. Clump. The blood is clump. So he conducted this experiment in laboratory. So nothing happened. If this is happened in the person's blood group, I donated my blood to a physics sir without knowing my blood group is blood group. Directly donated my blood to physics sir. What happens in the physics sir body? The blood gets clump. If the blood is clump, the blood flow in the blood vessels stopped. Then the person who received blood from me, there is a chance to death. Listen carefully. So before donating the blood, first of all, we have to identify the blood groups. Before donating the blood group, what? Whether it is A, B, AB, or O, we have to identify. That's why Karl Landsteiner randomly he collected blood samples from different peoples. He mixed it with each other without rejoin ma. Few minutes. Okay. So the blood samples collected from different members. From those different members, the blood samples are mixed with each other in the test tube. From 4 different members. From But in all the members, blood group is interacted with each other, and the blood was clumped. In the test tube, it was happened so that nothing dangerous. If it is happened in